This video is the master class of team topic. Team is the most important topic of project management professional PMP exam 2026, 27, 28. Even with the new exam content outline, it is recommended that you watch this. Plus, after the entire content, you are going to get 15 question answer. It's a recording of a live session. You are going to enjoy it. If you like it, do put the comment, subscribe, do those things. I'm sure this will add a huge value in your PMP preparation. Bye bye. My ambitious hat. It's an ambitious process. Okay. And we are going to do that. So first, we are going to do question on, we are going to go to the topic. Okay. We are going to go do the topic and we are going to work into that. What is PMP? This session is for those people who already know what's PMP. If you don't know, project management professional is PMP. This is a question answers and preparation session. Okay, so I'm gonna use stages of team, also known as Tuckman ladder. Okay, also known as Tuckman ladder. They change the settings. Okay, so stages of team, also known as Tuckman ladder. And from that, I'm going to explain the entire team topic, right? And once you know the team topic, then we are gonna solve 15 question answers. So let me put it straightforward. These 15 question answers will not be easy. They will be hard questions. You need to understand those questions in a better way, and then we can work into that way. Okay, Tuckman ladder will have 5 stages, and we will work into that. Through each stage, I will explain each topic, and then we'll work into that. Clear? Everyone is clear? Put yes or no, and it has to be an interactive session. It has to be an interactive session. I need you to put what are the stages of Tuckman ladder. What are the 5 stages of Tuckman ladder? Ashindra, put your message here in the chat box. Okay, not there. What are the 5 stages of the Tuckman ladder? Tuckman ladder, also known as stages of team. This is Tuckman ladder, or also known as stages of team. What are the 5 stages of Tuckman ladder? Forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. Thank you very much for putting into that. By the way, guys, those who are watching, I'm going to appreciate if you can like it on YouTube so that it can start coming into the algorithm of YouTube. I want more and more people to reach this free content, those who are watching. So please, everyone, I'm going to request you, like this video wherever you are watching and share it if you can. Okay, please do like that. Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, cannot spell or say that word. Why you cannot spell or say that word? You should be. Okay, stages of team. Forming, then storming, then let me put this a little bit down. Forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. Any team, anywhere in the world, it passes through these stages. They come at forming, then they reach to storming. What are these? I will explain you. Then norming, then performing, then finally adjourning. Now, what does forming actually mean? Okay, what does forming actually mean? What happens as a project manager? So I'm assuming you're a project manager. You make resource management plan. You make a resource management plan. Resource management plan talks about everything about the resources. Can you put in the chat box what are the 4 type of resources that we have? There are 4 type of resources. Okay, I want to go back to directly to basics and know it from you. because this has to be an interactive session. Those people who will watch later on, put in the comment box what are the 4 type of resources are there. There are 4 type of resources. What are those? Put in the chat box. There are 4 types of resources. What are those 4 type of resources? There are 4 type of resources, and we should know them. What are the 4 type of resources? Manpower, machinery, money, material. Okay, all these are 4 type of resources. Good. There are 4 type of resources. Okay. 4M: manpower, machinery, money, and material. Okay, all these are important. I'm not gonna say one is not important, the other is important. All resources are very important, but of course we are human. This becomes the most important resource. Okay, this becomes the most important resource. For money, we have cost management plan. For material, we have quality management plan. Okay, machinery also comes under there. Manpower, it comes under mostly resource management plan, which can be called as staffing management plan. How to manage the people, different type of name can be given to that. Purpose is how do you manage resources. It talks about, if we talk about resource management plan, okay, this is made in the forming stage. When does the resource management plan is made? When do you make a resource management plan? Resource management plan is made in which stage? It is made in the forming stage, the first stage of the project. In the forming stage, we make the resource management plan. It talks about how you are going to acquire the resources. Then it is going to talk about how you are going to develop the resources, how you are going to manage the resources, and finally how you are going to control or release the resources. Okay, so in addition to resource, I will explain all these things one by one. How do you acquire the resources, how do you develop them, how do you manage them, and how do you control them. Okay, how do you acquire them, how do you develop them, how do you manage them, how do you control. But at forming stage, resource management plan is not the only document that you are making. In addition to resource management plan, you are also making here RACI, RAM, resource calendar. Okay, I told you I'm gonna go deep in the team topic. So my goal in this master class, I'm gonna call it master class. In this master class, my goal is to make sure you understand every single thing in the team topic. Okay, if you want me to skip to this, if the majority people says, I'll do that, but I want to go slowly and cover every single thing. Put something in the chat box if you want that or not. And secondly, what does RACI stand for? Who is responsible? Okay, he's a responsible person, he's gonna do that thing. But at the end of the day, who is accountable? Okay, he is responsible. Who is accountable for that thing, that thing actually happen, that thing really happens? We need to go into detail into that. His neck will be on there. If something goes bad, he will be answerable for that. Responsible, accountable. Consult. If I want to ask something and discuss it, discuss, also known as consult. And more of a FYI for your information. So we have RACI, who is responsible for something, who is accountable, whom to consult, whom to inform. Responsible, accountable, consult, inform. All these things are the parallel of that. Okay. Then RAM. Okay, RAM is kind of a subset of RACI that only talks about who is responsible for certain element. This thing has happened, who is responsible for that? That's it, nothing more. Okay, who is responsible for that patent element? Okay, that's it. Yes, Nafi, resource, all things are happening in planning as a first thing. Forming is the first thing. So resource calendar, RASI, RAM are happening at the forming stage because that's the first stage when people are coming. So I want to put it there. They are happening parallel into that. What is the difference between RASI and RAM? RASIs are detailed. It has responsibility, accountability, consult, inform. Whereas the RAM only has the responsibility part. Who is responsible for that patent thing? Arslan sir, is that clear? Responsibility assignment matrix. Who is responsible for that thing? That's it. Nothing more, nothing that. Who is responsible for that patent element? RAM. Okay. Resource calendar. As the name suggests, calendar, it is when these things will be available. When these things will be available. Okay, when these things will be available, that is resource calendar, giving you a time thing, giving you actually the date, like when the resources are going to come. So here I'm trying to give you the keywords into that, like okay, this keyword, what does that keyword mean? So you should know these keywords, so these keywords can help you along the direction. When you are solving the question answers, these keywords will be your way. Okay, so we are clear about these three documents: RASI, RAM, and resource calendar. Put in the chat box, I'm clear. Clear, clear, clear. Thank you very much. Okay, now we go back to our resource management plan. How do you acquire the resources? Now, this is a very interesting thing which many people just miss it. RAM, repeat RAM please. RAM is responsibility assignment matrix. Okay, RAM is responsibility assignment matrix. Who is responsible for certain thing? Who is responsible? Who at the end of the day will be there? Tech G2, is it clear to you? Tech G2, is it clear to you? I want to get a confirmation from everyone because I want to take this class slowly. I don't want to hurry anything and anyone to miss anything. Clear. Okay. The first thing in when you are gonna go for the acquiring the resources, I need to know what do I need? What do I need? Okay. How much I need? Like how many resource I needed? And then which skill level do I need? What do I need? Right? What do I need? Uh, how many resources we do need? What will be the skill level we need? Amir sir, does resource calendar have equipment? Yes, of course. Resource calendar, the life of a pi 6130 will have when there it actually have all the four resources: manpower, machinery, money, material. So it will have when the crane will be available, when these human resources become available. So all those things will be there. The life of a pi. What do I need? Like, let's say you are doing a Burj Khalifa project. I'm going to ask you, you tell me, because this is an interactive session. What do you think? Which type of resources do you need in order to make a Burj Khalifa? Put in the chat box. You are a project manager. You are looking into that. What are the resources do you need to make a Burj Khalifa? Be open. Think about it. Put in the chat box whatever the resources you think. Cranes, good. Let's talk about human resources. For when we are talking about resource topic, we are talking about human resources. Okay, capital, machinery, legal. I'm talking about human resources. Man, what human resources you need? What type of manpower we are needed? Labor. Okay, designers. Okay, who else? Architect. Hmm. Skilled and semi-skilled labor. Okay, what else? Architects, civil engineer, HR, admin. Good, good. So you see all these, like you need drivers. If we just focus on driver, I need drivers. I need crane driver. I need truck driver. I need trailer driver. I need car driver. I need tower crane driver. Even in the cranes, I need tower crane. I need mobile crane. I need crawling crane. And then I also need a crane signal. So all crane operator, all safety engineers, project managers, all the resources that you need, I point out, I identified it. Then what level of skills you need? I need a beginner designer as well as a smart designer. I need some safety engineers. I also need safety manager. I need project engineer, project site engineer, cleaner, all the resources, which type of the resources you have, you need. Okay, then are all these resources physical or virtual? It's a very important consideration when you are acquiring the resources. When you are acquiring the resources, we need to consider all the type of resources, physical, virtual, and the challenges in those resources. Like what, let's say, let's talk about physical resources. What is the benefit of physical resources? And what are the challenges of the virtual resources, of physical resources? Let's first focus on that. And by the way, that is your one topic of exam content outline: challenges of physical resources and challenges of virtual resources. So first, let's go with the physical resources. What are the challenges that you have with the physical resources? If I'm going to get physical resources, what are the challenges we are having here? No, no, no. I am asking Saeed Hassan, what are the challenges? You have physical resources. So in them, what are the challenges do you have? Transportation, maintenance, PPEs, same location availability, PPEs, maintenance, experienced manpower, logistic, food accommodation permit. This is, I like Islam, thank you. Accommodation, food, transportation, food have to arrange for their food, place of worship, hygiene, safety. Guys, Ramadan is coming. Okay, Ramadan is coming. So in Ramadan, if let's say we have half the population that is gonna fast, that is gonna do most, that they need mosque, they need place to worship, they, like, I need to consider that in physical resources. Then if Diwali is coming and we have some Hindu, I need to consider that. Navratri is coming, I need to consider that. I need to have a temple for them. Then if I have Sikh, I need to have a church, all the religious thing, culture thing. I need to consider that. There is a benefit, then there's a challenges, then transportation, food, toilet, all these things. I need to consider that. Welfare facility, all the things. So benefits are there, challenges. Now, if I go with a virtual, what are the benefit and challenges of a virtual team? By the way, I did not even consider the visa. I need a visa, I need a passport, right? There's also permissions. Of course, what are the challenges of a virtual team, guys? Internet. Benefits of physical benefit is that you can have a better communication. Benefits of physical is you can do quickly things. Benefits of physical is that we human prefer to have a eye to eye contact. We can do things quicker. When you are in physical, you move fast, you can even work extra time. That's physical. Okay. Slow computers, internet problem, connectivity, time zone problem. These are the all challenges. What are the benefits of virtual? It's cost effective. It can be recorded for review purpose. Okay, you can get best of the best talent. So this is the first consideration. When I identify what are the skills I have, I need to identify what are the benefits, challenges, and on the basis of that, I go for a team. Okay, let's go. We decided we are gonna go for hybrid team. Okay, I acquire the resources. I go for hybrid team. Now I do the SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunity, threats of each team member. Like team members are there, I have acquired the resources. Next thing is I need to develop them. Okay, the first thing was acquire, second thing is develop, third thing is manage, the fourth thing is control. Acquire, develop, manage, control. That is your resource management plan. You have acquired the resources. Now I need to develop them. Okay, first I need to do their SWOT analysis. When I give them the task, what is their strength, what is their weaknesses, what is the opportunity in the market, what is the threat, and provide them the task according to their strengths. This is called team skills appraisal. I'm trying to identify, where my team actually stand, right? This is that's what we are deciding now. Skills we need, we interview them, we have a discussion them, and then we acquire that team. Once you acquire that team, now we are developing them. We are currently looking at what are their skills and what do I need. Remember, project management PMP need that you act like a servant leader, which mean you never fire team member. You never fire team member. You always identify training need assessment. What does that mean? Identify his current skills, desired skills, and you provide training and coaching. You provide training and coaching, and this happens throughout the project. Not just one time, this happens throughout the project. You provide them the training, you provide them the coaching, you keep looking at, keep looking at what is more needed, what is missing it here, what do I have, what do I don't have. I need to identify what is the training requirement, what is the coaching requirement, how do I provide it. Always I identify the training need assessment, I provided the training, I measure that training benefit outcomes. Now the training is done, if that is effective or not. If it is not effective, I do it again, identify that, you develop the train. Our small understanding between training and coaching. Training is more of a technical skills, like how to use Excel, how to use AI. Coaching is more of a emotional skills, emotional intelligence. Okay, helping the team to how to basically have a eye to eye contact with someone. Soft skills. Thank you, Hassan. This is more of a hard skills. Okay, this is more of a soft skills. Like training, right now I'm providing you training into that, but if we want to discuss how to discuss a team member, how to talk to them, that's more of a soft skills. Both is the responsibility of a project manager. As a servant leader, this is a job of the project manager to provide training, coaching, and mentoring. Mentoring staff is a long term, it's a lifelong relationship. For example, When you join my program, you do get training for the PMP, then coaching as a follow-up. Mentoring is a lifelong. I just had a discussion with one of my student in the morning that that was getting a new job. So I was discussing him how to do, how not to do. So mentoring is a long term. Okay, so StreamYard, clip it. Difference between training and coaching. Now I have provided training. I have provided coaching. I have developed them. Acquire. What were the four things? What were the four things? What is acquire? What is what are the four things that comes under resource management plan? How do you acquire the resources? How do you develop? Now manage the resources. Okay, so training is more of a tech G2, is more of a technical skills that you need. More of a technical skills that you need. How to operate the computer, how to work on Excel, how do I do these jobs, electrical job, mechanical job. Coaching is how do I talk to someone? How do I pass the interview? Have a eye to eye contact. That is training and coaching. The next is we acquire the resources, we got our resources, then I develop them. Developing the resources is throughout the project, and then manage them. Okay, so manage again consists of two things: managing conflict and managing emotions. Manage part mostly come in storming stage, but I'm going to explain it here. Okay, so in order to manage them, I need to have emotional intelligence, EQ. Emotional intelligence or EQ. There are 5 elements of emotional intelligence. Can you put in the chat box what are the 5 elements of emotional intelligence? There are 5 elements of emotional intelligence. What are the 5 elements? There are 5 elements of emotional intelligence. Okay, self-awareness. Self-awareness, self-management, empathy. Active listening does not come there. No. Okay, active listening is a very important skill which comes under, which is itself a skill, but that is not the 5 things that come under emotional intelligence. What is active listening? Giving 100% attention to somebody, it's active listening. Okay. Empathy does come there. No, collaborative. No, Shubhashik. Self-aware, interpersonal skills does not come there. There's a word stewardship, no. Empathy, motivation, okay, motivation, no. Subversive, self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy. You are in the self-awareness, self-management, empathy, okay. Knowing oneself, okay. Understand yourself, okay. Self-awareness. Self-awareness, self-management. Okay, okay. Different people are giving different answer, and most of the answer are right. They're not bad answers. Okay, no answer is a bad answer as long as you are giving the answer. Okay, so emotional intelligence, according to Daniel Goldman, which PMI actually follow, the first one is self-awareness. I need to know myself. For example, I want to do this 2-hour session. This will be approximately 2, maybe it goes above, but I will try to make it less than 2. So self-awareness, I need to know myself. If I don't know myself, I cannot do anything. Okay, I need to know if I do any things before this session, if I attend sales call, or anything that make my mood off. I cannot give 100% for this session. I prepared for this session. I have made 15 questions. Last night I was working to make this session good. Self-awareness. I need to know myself. When I have that self-awareness, then I can only manage myself. Okay. Self-management. I can manage this thing. Self-awareness, self-management. Now I know myself. Now I can manage myself. Okay, self-awareness, self-management. Then you see, this is both inward, inside. You know yourself. Inside, you know yourself. Okay, the next thing is third part, self-awareness, self-management. Now it is social skills. Now that is how to talk to anyone, how to influence anyone, how do you make decision, etc., etc., etc. It comes here. Third thing, not the first, not second. And also fourth one, empathy. Okay, empathy also come here. What is empathy? Empathy is basically feeling how the other person will feel, how they will feel that. Empathy. What is their empathy? I need to feel how they are feeling in their shoes. Empathy. Very, very important, very critical. Then the last one is motivation. I'll explain you multiple motivational theories also. Like why do I need to know motivation? Not humanity, use the PMI language. Please, Aslan, use the PMI language. What does motivate them? All 5 elements of emotional intelligence are clear? All 5 elements of emotional intelligence are clear to everyone? Put in the chat box, yes, no, any confusing? Self-awareness, self-management, social skill, empathy, and motivation. Now we will go to motivational theories. What motivate people is different. What motivate one person will be different to that what motivate to other person. So I need to see what are the different motivational theories there that look into that. The one of the basic theory of motivation is Maslow hierarchy of need. Maslow hierarchy of need. Food, like it says that there are basic needs like food, water, shelter, etc., etc. Unless those needs are not filled, I will not move to the other needs. Unless your lower needs are not satisfied, unless your needs of safety, etc., etc., safety comes above it, actually. Then creativity, self, those things come. Unless your basic needs are not fulfilled, your lower needs are not fulfilled, I will not think about learning PMP. God forbid if earthquakes start happening. Psychological belonging, self-esteem, self. Yes, Sayed, you are 100% right. All these needs, like self belonging, self-actualization. The final is self-actualization, right? This is where you are. All of you are at self-esteem level. I would say level 4. Then this is self-actualization. I will not think about self-esteem unless I have eaten food today, unless my kids are safe, unless I know this can add value to me. So Abraham Maslow, one of the most known scientists, he said that we move from lower to upward. Basic needs to up, 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 up. We move it in this way. Okay. This is the most important motivational theory ever existed. All other motivational theories came from this. Like the next one, Abraham Maslow, give this one. Herzberg took what work he has done. What did Herzberg do? What work he has done? He said he's right, but I want to classify it in a different way. He said there are two things. One is hygiene agent, other is motivating agent. What are hygiene agent? They are the minimum requirement if they are not met, we will be demotivated. They are the minimum requirement. If they are not met, we will be demotivated. But no matter how much you increase it, no matter how much you do it, you will be not motivated to take the action because of these hygiene agent. For example, internet is a good example. If you do not have good internet or food, okay, if you do not have a good internet, your mind will continuously saying internet is not good, internet is not good, internet is not good. How many of you do that when your internet is bad? Internet is not good. But when the internet is okay, nobody cares. We are not checking our internet speed every minute to see if the internet is good or not. We do not check that. Okay. Food, if you are hungry, you are thinking about food. But when your stomach is full, probably you are not thinking about food, right? That is hygiene agents. Money, salary, I wouldn't say money, I would say salary. If your salary is less, that it does not meet your minimum requirement. Minimum requirement is your rent, minimum requirement is your food for days. If it does not fulfill your minimum requirement, you are continuously thinking about the same thing, right? You are continuously thinking about how to get better salary. But once you have a base salary, once your basic needs are fulfilled, you are okay with that. Hygiene agents are those agents, if they are not present, you get demotivated, but no matter how much you increase it, you do not take action because of them. What motivate us? Motivating agents. Growth. Something that help us to grow. Opportunity. Helping others. Working for a purpose. Something that is bigger than us. I love to give the example of moms here. Okay, I love to give the example of a mom here. Like mom, they give up their life while giving birth to kid, right? Like for example, if I give the example of my wife, she wake up at 7 a.m. and she first make food for children, all those food, then for me, and then she does her job. She's a very high profile program manager, and then all day work. After that, after 5 p.m. she pick up the kid, she drop them to karate, then at 6 we reach, then she make the food, give everybody, till like from 7 till 9 she's working. Sometime like last night even 10:30 she was working. She never complained. Why? She see we are growing, she see her kids are growing. Every single day is an opportunity, giving back to the people. Growth, opportunity, that is motivating agent. Is the Herzberg theory clear to you? Two theories we discuss: Maslow hierarchy of needs and Herzberg theory of motivation. Both these theories are clear to everybody. I need all 46 people putting yes or no in the chat box. Three people put yes. What about other? Yes. Guys, this is an interactive session. If you do not participate, you will feel lost. Okay. Those people who watch it later on recording, put the comment. I will answer every single comment that you put if not clear. Okay. I'm gonna request all of you to please do like to my YouTube video or wherever you are watching, LinkedIn, please do like it. And if you're at YouTube, do subscribe it. This year, my goal is to put more and more content. Okay, more and more content. So we just, Hari, I guess you just joined it. We discussed Maslow hierarchy of needs and Herzberg theory of motivation. Okay, next theory in the motivation is Mackland theory. Okay, Mackland theory of motivation. So Mackland said that people are either motivated by power or achievement or affiliation. Okay. By the way, if you did not subscribe to the YouTube before and you just did, please message I just subscribed so that I know you did that. If you did not subscribe before, put in the chat box I just subscribed and liked it. So Mackland said people are either motivated by power, it is the number one element, or achievement, it is the number one element, or affiliation, or a combination of these three. They're either motivated by power, achievement, or affiliation. Okay, power, achievement, or affiliation. One of these things they are motivated by. Which element you are motivated by more? Thank you, Niva Kumar. Thank you, Samar. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Explorer. Okay. Which thing you are motivated by? Power, achievement, or affiliation? Or if you are motivated by all these three things, thank you, Tamina. If you are motivated by all these three things, which of these things are you motivated most by? Which of these things are you motivated most by? Power, achievement, or affiliation? No, there is one element that is always more dominant. One element that is always more dominant. I want to know which element you have dominant. For me, achievement is a very important thing. That's why you will see me like right now we have 92 PMPs, I guess. So I always say I have these many PMPs. I always like to say that I have these many PMPs. Why? It is important for me. It is important for me. I like to say that. Okay, that's achievement is for me. Then affiliation, who knows me? Power. Affiliation is Arslan, who knows you, whom you know. Like you have a problem, whom you can call immediately. That is affiliation. Okay, whom you know. That is affiliation. Affiliation. Achievement, achievement, power, achievement. Most of the people who are my students or they are doing PMP, they do PMP because they are mostly motivated by affiliation. Okay, they are mostly motivated by affiliation most of the time. Of course, Tamina, that is an achievement. You will brag very soon. Now, these are the three most important theory. Then another theory is McGregor theory X and theory Y. McGregor theory X and theory Y. Oh, I put it both X. McGregor said X, Y. Those people who believe, those organization who believe in theory X, they says that people don't do work. They are not motivated. You need to continuously monitor them. Okay, you need to continuously monitor them. They are lazy. Okay, people are lazy, they will not do their things or they will get busy somewhere else. You need to continuously monitor them. Okay, you need to continuously monitor them. Why your students select affiliation? No, it's their thing. Everyone can be motivated by something else. Okay, so you continuously monitor them, you continuously look at them. If you are work in an organization which take thumbprint when you come, thumbprint when you go out, have cameras there, that is theory X believer. Then there are organization that are theory Y believer. They say that give them good environment, give them a good environment and they will be motivated to take action. Okay, we affiliate with our coach Max Pro. Okay, so theory X and theory Y. What does your organization believe? What does your organization? Yes, X is micromanage. Of course, X is micromanage. What does your organization do? What does your organization believe? What does your organization believe? Theory X, okay. Theory Y, theory Y, okay, okay, okay. Now both affiliation is also networking, of course. Nafi, affiliation is also networking. Both are needed. Both are important. Many IT organization, they do theory Y. Many construction organization, they do theory X. Like for example, in my organization, if you are my student, I'm a big believer of theory X. Okay, we do extensive follow-up. We do extensive, as Asgar put, me and my team believe in theory X. Actually, I believe I made them to do 3X. We do extensive follow-up. We make sure you become certified PMP, daily follow-up, then coaching calls, all these things. Like one of my students from batch 12, this happened last night and in the morning, he was not replying me or Sudha. So his wife is my certified PMP. Okay, his wife is my certified PMP. In the morning, I call his wife and tell him why he's not replying. She said, sir, I'll make sure that he replies from going forward, and he will give exam before Ramadan. So this is theory X. Do we need to know theory? We don't. That is the difference. Theory Y, we give them the task and let them do it themselves. We believe they will do it. Okay. So this is McGregor theory X and Y. We discuss Maslow hierarchy of need. We discuss Herzberg motivational theory. We discuss Maclin theory. We discuss theory X and theory Y. Okay. Then there is a theory, expectancy theory. Okay, this is a very interesting theory. All religions are based on this theory. All religions are based on this theory. You are doing PMP because of this. If you believe, you will act. You will do that. For example, if you believe my program is valuable for you, I'm going to provide you, you will pay $899 or $5,000 for one-to-one. If you believe my program is good for you. If you believe, no, this is not good, you will not do that. Secondly, if you believe, let's say you don't even join my program, if you believe PMP is important for you, you will study. You will study. If you believe, for Muslims, if you believe that there is a Jannat, and if I do fasting, if I do those fasting, you will do the good things in that thing, right? You are believing it. Same goes for all other religion. If you believe this will happen, you will do those things. If you believe you will get good salary, you will work for that job. If you believe this job is going to change you, you will prepare interview. Expectancy theory. Everything is based on that expectancy. There are some reasons sometimes. What do you mean by what reasons? Okay. If you believe, you will act it. Expectancy theory. Expect to get something as a reward. Yes, everything you do will receive a message. What's the update? Yes, this is basically what I do. Okay, we will do that. What is not clear to you, Faisal sir? Please ask the question. Got it. Good. Okay, expectancy theory. Then I guess last theory here. There are other theories, but I don't want to boil down only in theories. Halo effect. Now this is a very interesting thing. How many of you are wearing right now branded clothes? This shirt and this cap. So this cap belongs to VFriends. Okay. There's a guy, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's my mentor. I follow him. I saw he's wearing, I do that. All this cap collection, if you see there, okay, all this cap collection is from that guy. I believe him that he's wearing it. I follow him. I buy it. Okay. Halo effect is how do you, if you follow someone and you do that this year, copying it as influencer, the entire influencer market is based on that. You see Virat Kohli drinking a water, you buy that water. You see some actress wearing that perfume, or using that perfume, wearing that shoes, you do that. Your entire influencing market is based on halo effect. Am I clear about it? Is that clear to everyone? 5 theories: Maslow, Mackland, Hertzberg, expectancy, halo effect. We discussed 5 elements of emotional intelligence, 5 motivational theories. Now I know what motivate people. Now I know emotional intelligence. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the next thing. I know how to acquire, develop, this is in manage. The next thing is, how do I manage conflict? Before I go and start managing the conflict, I have a question for you. Is a conflict good or bad? Is a conflict good or bad? Is a conflict bad or good? Conflict is neither good nor bad. Conflict is an eventual stage that will happen. There is no way that you will not have a conflict. Okay? There is no way you will not have a conflict. It's about how do you handle the conflict? How do you navigate to the conflict? That is extremely, extremely important. Conflict will happen. That is a natural stage of any project. Okay, it is bad as well as good. It's how you handle it. So in project management, we always have a document for everything. Okay, in order to handle the conflict, we have team charter. Team charter, PMI can call it as a team charter, team document, working agreements, all those names. It can be called as even social contract. Okay, working agreement. It has basic ground rules. What are the ground rules that we are going to follow? For example, in my sessions, I decided it. I made a ground rule long time back. I'm only going to speak English, right? Now, I'm from Pakistan. My language is Urdu, right? I have so many students. Even one of my class fellow, he joined my program. He said, "Can you do that in Urdu?" Then I have students. He was from UAE. He said, "I know that." Like, he did not join my program, just free channels. He said, "Why you are not talking on Hindi? I need to understand it." I said, "I don't do that. My ground rule is I'm gonna speak in English because I want everyone. Exam is in English. I want that to be there." Okay. In my WhatsApp group, you cannot talk about politics, cricket, sports, religion, nothing. Only PMP. These are my ground rules. You respect everyone. You respect diversity. If you do anything that is not onto that standards, I remove you. I give you money back if you are my paid students. It never happened, but this is what we do. Ground rules, the basic rules and regulation. It's a part of team charter. What values do you follow? What vision do you have? How do you make decisions? For example, do you make decisions on majority? Like, majority is when you get, let's say there are 3 options, A, B, C. There are three teams and there are 10 votes. Okay. Shall I do A? Shall I go and eat pizza, burger, biryani? A is pizza, biryani, etc. It can be like company policy. Yeah, it can be. Faisal. So if 6 people said we do B, you get more than 50%, that is called majority. More than 50%, that is called majority. If you say that no, everyone has to agree, the 100% need to agree, that is called unanimity. If one person take the decision, it is called autocratic, dictatorship, one person. Now, sometime you do not get majority, but you still get vote. Same option. 4 people said do A, 3 said do B, 3 said do C. Now you do not get a direct majority here, but still, which option has more vote? Put in the chat box, which option has more vote? A has more vote, that is called polarity, we will do that. So how do you take decision? Okay, that is basically a ground rules, value, vision, decisions. How do you manage conflict? How do you manage conflicts? Are all the part of team charter and ground rules. Now, when I'm gonna go and manage the conflict, there's a very, very important thing I need to know, and that is at which level the conflict is. There are 5 levels of conflict. You see, today we are talking about 555. There are 5 levels of conflict, right? There are 5 levels of conflict. What are the 5 levels of conflicts? I need to know at what level conflict is before I can jump in and help them. What are the 5 levels of conflict? The first one is problem to be solved. Here, the team language is open. The team language is open. They know what to do. Just give me a second. Okay, sorry for that. So we have problem to solve, that is level 1. Then disagreement, then contest, then crusade, then world war. There are 5 levels of conflict. Problem to solve, disagreement, contest. Yeah, actually somebody, Tamina, came to my hall, the office management. They said they want to paint it on weekend. So I was asking which weekend. Problem to solve, disagreement, contest, crusade, world war. There are 5 levels of conflict, right? There are 5 levels of conflict. Problem to solve, disagreement, contest, crusade. Crusade is called fight or flight. So now here the language is open. I'm going to discuss the language level. Language is open. We are discussing at problem. How to solve the problem. There is no problem there. They are discussing here. At this level, project manager should not interfere. No action. You see, they say not doing something is always also doing something. So at this level, project manager does not take part. There is nothing that he should do. He should sit aside, let them do the thing. There is no action whatsoever. Okay, level 1 is clear to everyone. Very important that we try to do always something I should do. Not necessary. Here, just sit aside, let them do the thing. There is no action needed from your side. Disagreement. Now, we move from a problem, that there is a problem. We say that you are wrong. We straightforward put into that, you are wrong. At this level, PM should jump in and try to discuss, de-escalate it, that this is not about him or you, it's about the problem here. So let's go back and discuss to the problem here. We move from disagreement to problem back. If it is not, it move to that, it become win-lose. For me to win, you need to lose. Okay? Here, PM needs to jump in, try to set the vision of the project, why we are doing it, so that they know that it's not about them, it's about the project. Okay, it's about the project. Crusade. Here it was individual thinking. Here, very dangerous stage. Here we become group thinking. You people have always done it. Very dangerous stage, because it can lead to world war. It can lead to biggest problem. So here I need to use diplomacy. I need to break down their grouping and see how I can do that. Diplomacy needs to be used. And if does not reach that, finally we reach the world war. Okay, it becomes abusive or physical. Just separate them. There is no solution for them. We need to slow them. You need to slow down. Some things should not be immediately handled, otherwise you will have a problem. So you need to separate them, let them handle this thing. Okay, so 5 levels of conflict. Am I clear with all the levels? World war, crusade, disagreement, 5 levels of conflict. At which level project manager should take part? Answer me. At which level project manager should not take part? At which level project manager just need the things to cool down? Answer these 3 questions, please. Well, level 4 is crusade. It becomes grouping here. At level 3, it was individual. Now at level 4, it becomes you people have always done that. You people have always done that. Like your religious people have always done that. That is level 4. Level contest is you are wrong. And in order for me to get my way, I need to make sure you lose. Okay, that is level 3. Okay, so we are clear here. 5 levels of conflicts. Now, once I know the level, once I know we have ground rules, I go through conflict management techniques. It is practically impossible you don't get a question in the exam from this topic. Okay, it is practically cool down is level 5, Tamina. We'll let them the cool down is level 5. Concerns for others. Here, I care more for other. Here, concern for myself. Okay, so let's say if I care for them and as well I care for myself, I go for a win-win situation. If I don't care about them, I don't care about my lose-lose. If I care more about myself, I go for win-lose. If I don't care about both parties, I go for lose-win situation. Okay, I go for lose-win situation. So what are the techniques we have at this level? I have collaborating. I discuss with them, collaborate with them, even I confront them. Like for example, I care about Tamina, so I immediately confronted her and said it's not level 3, it's level 5. This is confronting. Okay, it's a win-win situation. Then problem solving. This is considered as the best way. You find out a solution to handle something. Win-lose. Okay, win-lose is basically you force the solution or direct it. Lose-lose, if we talk about lose-lose, avoid and withdraw. Lose-win, like you let other people win, you accommodate them, or even smooth. Then we also have compromising, which is also a lose-lose, but different type of lose-lose. Let me explain them now. Okay, so let's go with when the question says win-win, you get a out of a box solution. Both parties happy. Force, you took a decision here. You are taking a decision here. That's a forcing. And it is very effective. Sometime people, they need to be forced. This is an autocratic, yes. We need to be forced them to do this way. That's important. Okay. Lose-lose, you take no action. You just no action. Only you document them. Smoothing, you discuss and you delay the problem. You discuss, there's a problem, I understand, I agree with you, we'll do it later. That is a classical example. It is smoothing. Smoothing and avoiding is a different. Avoiding, we do not take any action, only document. Smoothing, we discuss and we delay it. Accommodate, we do it with boss or with wife. You are right. Compromising, both parties give up something. This is how do you handle conflict management. Take a screenshot of this. This will be very important for you. There's practically not possible that there is no question in the exam from this side. Of course, Sudha has to win. She is my facilitator. Okay. This is the bad one. We move from this to this. This is our goal. So this is how you handle the conflict management. Okay. Now, this is the entire team topic. We go back to our beautiful, where is our Tuckman ladder? Huh? We did a lot of things. We go back to our Tuckman ladder. Okay. So what happens at forming? Forming is team is new. If now I make it back. This is productivity and this is time. Okay. So team is new. Here team was new in forming stage. As an individual, they did best, but as an individual, you made resource management plan, RESI, RAM, resource calendar. You gave them what they need to do, how they need to do, and your nature is you are more of a dictator or autocratic. As a project manager, you are in an autocratic nature. They do best as individual. Now we reach to the forming stage. From forming, we move. After some time, every team reach a storming stage. Storming is now we have a conflict. Here I need to act as a PM, as a coach. Need to use active listening, which means listen them what they are truly saying, and use emotional intelligence. Guys, let me tell you this thing. 99% of the time, people don't want that their thing happen. This is interesting. People don't want that their thing happen. They don't want it. What they want that you listen to them. Yes, you heard me right. They don't want that their thing to be happen. They just want you listen to them. So you use active listening, emotional intelligence, and what we just discussed, conflict management techniques here. Project manager act as a coach. Okay. In norming stage, now the team is understanding each other. Okay, they understand habits of each other. Very interesting stage. They are acting like a team. They have accepted leadership of each other, habits of each other, but you still need to understand them. You still need to make sure they are on the right platform. You still need to make sure you guide them, coach them, work with them. Okay, so here project manager still work there as a servant leader, coaching them, as a transformational leader, working with them along the direction. Okay, finally the team reaches to the performing stage. This is an ideal stage. They can do work themselves. Project manager act as a laissez-faire, which mean hands-off approach. He is not acting day to day on their things, guiding them. No, they are taking their things themselves. They are doing everything themselves. You just set aside, let them do their things. They do best at their things. Sleeping father, I like best what you said, laissez-faire. Finally, adjourning, project is over. This is the in resource management, is the control part. You are living it. Project is over. Emotions are high. Experience is over. You need to act like a coach and support them. Forming, storming, norming, performing, adjourning. Is it clear to everybody? This is your entire team topic. And if you listen to all the success journeys, I am uploading a lot of success journeys nowadays. Like 90% of the exam after Agile, and we will cover Agile next Thursday, same time. After Agile, this is the most dominant topic. Okay? After Agile, this is the most dominant topic. One thing I kind of skipped it. Throughout the project, you need to act like a servant leader. Servant leader is someone who is always present for the team. He makes sure you get a T-type leader team. You develop your team in a way, even if they were not T-type leader before, they become T-type leader. Who are the T-type leader? Those who have in-depth knowledge of one domain and idea about other domain. It helps us to single point of failure. As a servant leader, you train your team member, coach them. You never fire your team. You never fire the team. You make sure the team is on the right platform. You can also be, some project manager can be transactional leaders. Transactional leader is that transaction. You do that, you get something. Okay? Of course, conflict can kill you. If you do good job, you get your raise. If you don't do good job, you are fired. That is transactional leader. Then you can have a charismatic leader. A person whose charisma is very high and the team is working because of that one person. It's a charismatic leader. Okay. Then you can have a transformational leadership. Someone who take the team and transform them into a better thing. We all know leaders who have transformed their nations, like Nelson Mandela, that is called as transformational leader. Okay, and of course these all leadership are used there. So that's your team topic, guys, the entire topic. Now this was your topic, but it all comes down to what Saif is continuously saying, question. So Saif, we are gonna come to the questions now. Remember using the 3-step formula out of 7 steps to solve the questions. Step number 1, slow down. Step number 2, identify keywords. Okay. Step number 3, use elimination technique. Okay. What are the 3 steps to solve question answers, everyone? Because now let's from learning mode Let's go to implementation mode. What are the three steps? Okay, elimination, slow down, etc. etc. Okay, slow down keywords elimination technique. Are you ready, guys? Charismatic leader is someone because of his charisma, people work into that. Knowledge is done, now comes the question answers. Okay, question number 1 on your screen now. Let's solve it. We have 15 questions that we will solve. And these are the new questions, no one has done it, I made it today. Okay, G, question is in front of you. What's your answer for this one? Put your elimination technique and use a justification. Why this is the right answer. So in these question answers, I have highlighted a keyword for you guys. Okay. Normally it will not happen when the question said, what is the next thing you should do? Okay. You are managing a hybrid project with a cross-functional team. During a daily stand-up, two engineers argue openly. One says the other, keep breaking the build, and the conversation turned personal. Privately message you they no longer feel safe and will just do what they are told. Okay, so what should we do? Shall I escalate the behavior? Like, this is not professionalism, but as a project manager, write it down in your notes. I never escalate it. Facilitate a conversation, focus on the root cause, working agreement. Take this, write down this line in your notes. This is such a beautiful line written. I always facilitate, I always prefer a conversation and try to identify on root cause and reinforce that too. I'm not gonna replace anyone. I'm not gonna ask that. So B is such a beautiful option. Not only this gives the answer for this, it gives you a framework whenever you are solving question answer. Always facilitate, and work between the team members. Okay, clear? Yes, escalation is the last option. Eliminate A, B, B, A, B, replacing a resource without. Okay, which team is most likely experienced? Which stage of the team development is this? Cross-functional team means T-type leaders, Summer. People who have worked in multiple, they can work along the different direction. All the T-type leaders are considered as cross-functional team. You are managing a cross-functional team like tester, developer, people like that from newly acquired a company. Team meetings are characterized by frequent disagreements over priorities. Several members challenge decision made by discussions. So which stage is this? Is it a forming stage? Is it a performing, norming, or storming? So there the conflict is happening. It's a conflicts are happening. Write it down in your notes. Hassan, you are saying A. All the conflicts we just discussed, all the conflicts happened in the storming stage. So B is your right answer. B is your right answer. Saf message in batch 12, Tamina batch 12, Islam batch 11, and everyone else in your batch that we are solving 15 question answers so people can join more. Okay. B is the answer. Storming is the right answer. Okay, so what should you do best? Be very careful. We have a question, what should you do next? Now, what should you do best? You are managing a complex project involving multiple functional teams. Recently, tasks are being duplicated by team members while other activities are being missed. Several team members state they're unclear who is expected to make decision, who is expected to execute the work. Now, this is becoming a confusion. What should you do? Update the schedule to clarify ownership. Does the schedule have the ownership? Conduct a team building. Okay, but is that will it solve the problem? Okay, escalation is never the answer. So that's why I explained you RAM and RASI. Guys, are you having fun? First we completed the topic and immediately we are implementing that topic. What does that topic mean? Okay, does that make sense to you guys? What was the reason behind the entire exercise that we did, so that you are able to answer each of these questions? If we get both option RAM and RASI, then RASI would be the best answer. Next question. Because B is not the answer. It talked about the responsibility. That's why it's not the answer. You are managing a project with team members assigned from multiple departments across different regions. Recently, several activities have been delayed. Even the task sequencing is correct and resources are assigned. During discussion, you learned that some team members are unavailable during they are unavailable during the operational regional holidays like Eid is coming and partial allocations. What should you do best to prevent similar issues going forward? Update the schedule. It can be negotiate, not bad option. So resource calendar actually have when the resources are available. Okay, so C would be the best answer. All four options are good, right? I cannot even eliminate all of the four options. All are right, but we need to see which option is the best, and C is the best answer. What should you do first? Last line is always important. You are managing a high visibility project under a tight deadline. A senior team member who has consistently delivering high quality work recently missed a milestone and appears withdrawn during meetings. When asked, the team member responds and avoid discussion. So what is happening here? Reassign, he's a good team member. Address the issue during the next meeting, meet privately, escalate it. So whenever there's a issues, one of the things the project manager should do, he should talk team members privately, see what is needed, what is happening there. So C would be the best answer. Hmm. You are leading a cultural diverse project team. During a planning workshop, a team member openly disagrees with your approach. After the session, same team member avoids eye contact and stopped contributing. The stakeholder later comments that the team appeared unsettled. What should you do? Correct the behavior, discuss expectations and decision making, escalate, document the incident. Guys, why not D? I want to know why not D. I see you can putting B as an answer, but why not D? Why not D? Yes, I like what Saf said. D can be, but B is the best answer. So we discussed 5 level of conflict. Here's a question for you. Thank you, Dayami. Could be level 5. Hmm. Intraceable conflict is world war. Like this is another way to say this is world war. Another way of saying. Another author. You are managing a project team, fight or flight. This should be fight or flight. You are managing a project during two members consistently channels, discussion become emotionally charged, e- and each person attempt to prove the other wrong, then focusing on the solution. Okay, this is not number one, this is not number two. Okay, it is not getting physical. Okay, now this is a very interesting thing. This is, we are saying the other is wrong. We are not talking about group. It's not level 4, so it's level 3. Am I making sense to everyone? Going back to you guys, what was the level 3 conflict? How the conflict was level 3? What is level 4? Can you put in the chat box? That's okay. It's okay. I know this question is hard, but hard questions are the name of the game. What are the 5 levels of conflict? What happens in each level? Good. let's go to the next question. Different question, not the same. So why I added this question? This is actually contest. Okay, this is C option. The previous question, this is basically a language of 4, level 4. Take a screenshot of these two questions. This is level 4. Many people put this. This is level 4. Now our voices are being raised, like being abusive, emotionally charged. That's a level 4 thing. Crusade, things become grouping, you are becoming emotional. Okay, that is basically level 4. This is level 3. Now we are defending each other's. Okay, now we're defending position. We are trying to make them wrong. Is that clear to everyone? Question 7 is level 4. Question 8 is level 3. That's a good question actually. Everyone is clear on that? Disagreement is very small wording. Okay, please put yes or no into that. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the conflict management then. I want you to, with one keyword, tell what does avoiding mean, how do you know it's avoiding, how do you know it's accommodating, how do you know it's compromising, how it is collaborating, and how it is forcing, with one keyword. With one keyword, I need your answer. Okay, avoiding is that you don't do anything. Accommodating is lose win, agree what other person is saying. Forcing, you took the decision. Compromising, both parties give up. Collaborating, you discuss and find a best solution. You are managing a project team experiencing ongoing disagreement between two senior specialists. Each believes that their technical approach is superior and has been attempting to influence decision during meetings. The conflict has started delaying decision. Both individuals remain professional and focused. You want to while preserving long-term working the finalization. So this is the classical example of you are collaborating into that. Okay, so you remain on the project outcomes, you did not do anything bad, so that is a classical example of collaborating. Okay, now this question I specifically put so that you can understand how each question is different into that. Okay, you are leading a project in a matrix organization. So now we know what's a matrix organization also. Two experienced team members from different functions disagree on technical approach. Both approaches meet, but each has different cost. The disagreement has begun delaying decision. Both remain respectful. You see, this is the keyword. They remain respectful and committed to success. Expect a decision within few days. Which strategy should you use to address this? Forcing, compromising, evaluate option. This is always the best option. So C is the best answer. Guys, take a screenshot of this question. This actually gives you forcing, why we use forcing, why we use compromising, why we use collaborating, avoiding, and accommodating. Very good question by me. Another conflict management question. It is that important that this is the third question on it. A, B, A, B, B, B. Okay, you are managing a project. Two team leads disagree how to allocate resources. One approach reduces short-term risk while the other improves. The disagreement has both team members led to critical must continue. What is the best conflict in this force? Okay, compromise, collaborate, avoid, accommodate. You see, the disagreement has escalated to debates during meeting and a decision required immediately to prevent scheduled display. This is that. Forcing can be, they are critical, but if you force it, one-sided decision. Collaborate, this will let, it cannot work. Avoid, cannot do. Accommodate, we cannot do that. So the only option left is compromise. Both parties give up something and then we reach the solution. Compromise is the best case here. I cannot force it. Faisal, uh, schedule is priority, but the question says both are critical. Okay, both are critical. Summer, I cannot accommodate that because I need to do that. I need to take that decision. I cannot collaborate and I cannot avoid it. I am left with only compromise. A is the right answer, and I see majority people give the same answer. Let's go to the now leadership style. Guys, how is the today's question answer session? Right? Every single person, every single topic we have discussed in the question answers. I worked very hard for that. Is it effective? Is it worth your two hours that we have spent it? Okay, you are managing a project team composed of highly skilled professionals. Team members consistently meet their commitment. Recently, senior management suggested that you should increase oversight to ensure. Okay, what leadership approach should you best support the team? Okay, so you are managing it. They are highly with strong expert. Team member consistently meet their resolve issues and collaborate without requiring. They don't need it. Such you should increase oversight to ensure which approach should you use best to support. Directive, they are already knowing the things. Coaching, they are already abilities. Autocratic, never. Like A and D is out of the way. Okay, A and D is the out of the way. The only thing is they are already working. If you disturb them, that will destroy the entire thing. Very important question. B or C. Haribal, sir, you need to answer one. You are managing a globally distributed virtual team working across multiple. Team members are competent, have increased due to limited face-to-face. Some team members face disconnected. So they straightforward, no directive, they need coaching. They need working into this way. B is the right answer. Not B or C, straightforward B. Guys, still many people have not liked the video. I'm gonna request you please do like the video so that even when the class is over, it can come into the algorithm of YouTube. Still not everyone has liked the video. Okay, B. You are managing a fully virtually project team spread across multiple time zones. The members really interact outside misunderstand. You need to make a critical communication, like the B answer, how we can communicate effectively and worked into that way. So that will solve the problem that you are having of communication. Okay, that is your answer. B is the right answer. For those who are my student, Saturday coaching call will be even more interesting. I have made a document that is principles that you need for PMP, entire PMP, and then question answers based on that. There will be principles that I will be sharing with you in the class, and I will give you a document also. I made it last night. And you will also solve, like, there are 23 questions I have already made. I am making more questions. Me and Martina is working, so probably there will be 50 questions. So Saturday session, same 10 a.m. EST, 7 p.m. UA time, we will have at Zoom. It's very interesting for all my students. For those who are not my students, why you are still not my student? You can no 1 hour earlier name. You can ask my students how effective these sessions are. We are going to have our live class, our program joining in just 2 weeks. Exactly in 2 weeks, on 20th, we are going to have our live classes. I still have few slots. You see my number, contact me, and let's start working into that. And any of my students want to share what do we do? And that duration will be 4 to 6 hours. I have 30 principles, 20 plus principles, then 50 plus question answers. So it will be a long session there. Saturday will be a very interesting session. So don't miss that session to my students, because it will be live, of course. And any of my students want to give the feedback, how we do things, so that other people can know actually what we are doing it. Okay, guys, with that, see you in the next class on Sunday, and I'll make sure you become PMP. Let me put a small video that we made of some PMP so that that can motivate you guys also. The first PMP with us, Kirti, Amer, Abdullah, Adil, Ahmad, Ishtiyaq, Alhamdulillah, Mehtab, Taif, Awais, Rama, Sayyid, Suhail, Archana, Shahil, Princy, David, Nida, Binsi, Tahreem, Satya, Neetu, Mazhar, Hossein, Maya, Abdurrahman, Vladimir, Fatima, Matiullah, Anand, Arib, Alina, Ali, Hassan, Ahmed, Amir, Aisha, Ashok, Arfan, Mohit, Samita, Lindsay, Farid, Minu, Shahid, Faisallah, Vigneshwar, Vignesh, Kunal, Bilal, Manas, Akhtar, Jawad, Hasnain, Kamran, Harun, Sayyid Gazanfar, Ankur, Soyani, Ayman, Om Prakash, Usman, Risor, प्रेम हरप्रीत कौर फैसल आमिर विशाल आरिफ ओम प्रकाश शरद सनान गोपाल उस्मान बाला मिलन लवलीना जफीदा किरा उसामा उमर सुस्वाता शेख शफी राम राकेश कैसर निमरा नाजिश मुनीब जाहिद दारब वाद जेम जहांगीर इमरान इब्राहिम बिलाल अब्दुल मतीन इकबाल वसीम बसमा दानिया राम सुधा नील वेंकट असद शबाज विकास लैरन सदनान अंकित अभिषेक रायसा सईद महीन रजीब वाहिदीन जहांगीर सलमान असलम अस्मा पेपल सैयद सोलत हाशिम लक्ष्मी इरशाद हुसैन दिनेश अवैस आसिफ अशरफ अमन अली अफसर जुहेब जैन तबद असरार मोहम्मद अहमद चंद्रकांत जिशान वीना नंदन उनाती उदय टॉयल शर्जील अली आफ्ताब मुबशिर तैयब तमन्ना आयर हुसैन धनी अब्बास फाइशा सुहेल शुभम कलायू श्रीकांत विलक्ष्मी सुहेल बशीर सुहेल सौरभ सलमा सईद सिकंदर एंड सिकंदर हमचंद हुसैन ताज रवि लालो केश शाजिर कासिम प्रताप अमिया सदाम सक्सेस स्टोरी ऑफ नवीन वेंकटेश अंकुर पूजा सुरेश सैयद हुजैफा काशिफ प्रज्ञा सुरेश दीप दानी सैम हसन जवेद इब्राहिम पवंती नित्या नवीन नारा सिंह मुनीब शबाज इंतजार मोहम्मद अली विरानी अहमद अदनान मुदस्सिर मनीली मनिष्का मनाइला याकस अमन सैयद कवि जौहर इब्राहिम रहीम दिस इज अ लव स्टोरी जैन विष्णु मोहसिन साशी सारा मोहसिन सिस्टर आयतन हरून रशीद नुमान वकार रिजवान मुजम्मिल फरहान रिजवान फैसल सैयद मुबशिर दीपा प्रकाश दीपक देवा चेताली नतरंज बासित बरकात आजिम नसफर रियाज अरविंद अगरविंद अक्सा अनानी सरद भाई कल्पना अमर अली आखिल एजाज अफशनान आदिल समद राशि कुदरत सुधा राम प्रिया and Vanita. Shamim, Fahad. Here we have PMP number 883 of 2025, Abdul Hamid from Canada. This was last year. Already we are reaching 100 PMPs. So I really want you guys to win that. So do you have any offer for, yeah, you can buy the simulator. My simulator is like $350. You can buy on my website. You can contact me. I don't recommend just getting the simulator. The main thing in my program is coaching calls, follow up, and customized roadmap. These three things are most important: customized roadmap, daily follow up, and coaching call. That's how I make sure, not the question answers. Thank you very much. Don't go with memorization. We understand. Confident to clear PMP. These are the people who are my student, not paid people. They are answering there. We will give feedback. The session is very helpful. Please join our Amer Ali program. This is the best investment ever. Best coaching. Thanks for your additional coaching. I'm always here. Thanks, Amir, for today's session. Guys, if these people can do that, using my 7-step formula, I can make sure you can become next certified PMP. My goal is to get 5,000 people to become PMP this year. For that, I need you. I have not increased the price as of now, but it will go up. So $899 is the program. Customized roadmap, daily follow-up, coaching call, every single thing for you. So I hope you join the program and become PMP. With that, thank you very much and bye-bye.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amer Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow. I can go through all the success journeys, but those who have made the decision, they can reach me. Now we are going to take a 10-minute break. Okay. I want you to have your tea, coffee, whatever you want. Come back in 10 minutes and you can do CAPM. If the car, you don't need to type 2, 3 times one thing. I already told you in PMP. What were the three things you need to know in order to buy the PMP exam, in order to pass in the PMP exam? What are the three things you need to know in order to pass the PMP exam? We just completed the first one. The first one was flow of PMP, right? What was the second thing? Second thing is how to solve PMP question answers. I'm going to give you this 7-step formula. Everyone, this is the first thing was this PMP in 2 hours. Second thing was roadmap. Third thing, I will also share this 7-step formula to everyone. Happy? This 7-step formula booklet will also get alongside how to solve question answers. Okay. Now, skill of solving question answers work with 7-step formula. Okay. Step number 1, I'm gonna explain 3 steps in more detail. Okay. In more detail, I'm gonna explain 3 steps. The first and most important step is slow down. You need to slow down. Most of you read very quickly. As a result, you need to reread the questions. So slow down. Okay. Slow down. That is the first thing. Second thing, identify the keywords. Each question will have keywords that you need to identify. Each question will have keywords that you need to identify. Yes, you read it in Lenovo multiple times. That's why we need to slow down. Third thing is you need to use elimination technique. Slow down, keywords, elimination technique. This is if you can master this thing. And please remember, Ravi Chodra, Ravi Chaudhary, first time you solve the question, sorry, I said your name wrong. If you solve the question first time, Naeem, you don't get right. Arslan, you need to do the RCA. But these 3 steps are the most important thing when you solve the question. And we will solve the question after the break. But for those students who want to join the program, let me share with you. We will solve like 30, 40 questions. For those people who want to join the program, let me share with you what we do, how I make sure you become certified project management professional. Like I work with you, I handle personally to you, and I take from zero till end till you become certified PM. I have already given all the things if you want to do it yourself, PMP. But if you need my support, I just want to set the context here. Just today, I will show you my WhatsApp after 1 minute, like after this. Two people cleared today. Last year, last year we had 883 people, and this year my target is to get more than 2,000 people. We are working on that, and these are those people who enrolled in the program, not those who follow YouTube, not those who follow Udemy courses. By the way, for those people who says we cannot afford it, okay, my program is pen. I'm gonna give it to straightforward. My program is group program is 899. One to one is $5,000. Exam fees is not included in it. Exam fees is not included into that. My fourth gift for everyone who's in the session and they say we cannot afford it or this is not valuable for us. Okay, perfectly fine. At the end of the session, for those people who stays, I'm gonna give you my Udemy course free of cost. Pathway to PMP, PMP booklet, three Udemy courses worth more than $1,000 free of cost. I don't want you to join my class. I want you to join my class. If you want, I hold your hand and I make sure you become PM. Fair enough? Right? Aslan, Naimullah, fair enough? What we do, how I do, you become certified PMP. I will show you how I do that. And how do I have so many PMPs? Why? Like people are training for like 20 years. They don't have 500 PMP. Last year, I have 883 PMP. This year, already 83 plus 285 people. How I do that? How do I make sure they become certified PMP? There is a system. It's not a hit and trial. There's a proven, tested system. This year, every single student had passed the exam. How we do that? 4,000 students in last 5 years. I have proven success stories. And if you can say that I have done this, I have proven success stories. I record their success journey. Proven success stories. 883 last year. And these are the people, my team just made it in the morning. Now I have started doing it. I ask people to take a picture and send it to me. All 26. All 26 people. I know Martinez, some are not there. I know the team made it few days back. Martinez looking at this is not there. He is not there. I know some of them they made it few days back. 83 people in January. Okay. Every single one. Okay, every single working mom or people from all over the world, like people who have failed in the exam. Yesterday, one student, he Anthony, he shared that he failed in 2 times. He joined the program, he passed with all above target. This is the program, guys. Right? This is the program where I work with you. And then these are the working moms. These are the moms. I love to work with them. Working mom is my favorite thing. I love to work with them. This is in January. Okay, this is in January. These are the moms who cleared in January. Okay, exam fees depends on the country that you can check. Naveed from India cleared PMP with all above target. Veena, a working mom, cleared in 3 weeks. Azaz in Pakistan cleared PMP. Qasim from Saudi Arabia cleared PMP. Farouk from Saudi Arabia. Amar from Malaysia. Tahir from UAE. Basit from Australia. Suhaib from Canada. Pavanti from USA. Her story is very interesting. She's 61, 62-year-old. She was not getting job. She joined my one-to-one program. She paid $5,000 yesterday. It is interesting. Yesterday she called me, Amir, I got a job. She have been waiting for job for 3.5 years or something. Like she was not getting job. She got a job last night. I'm telling you, this happened last night. Okay. Aisha from Bahrain. Sam John from Kerala. Arvind Qatar from Canada. Ali Virani from Pakistan. Bahrain Yasir. Deepa Kavit. Shri Lakshmi. Her story is so interesting that when she cleared PMP, she shared me. Her daughter is having a second child in 1 week. She was busy there. So she's that old, right? What is my success story? In this year, 85 people all clear. Last year, 883, 99.3. For like if I talk about 5 years, 4,000 plus PMP with 99.12. That is my percentage. That is my percentage of success record. I'm very proud of that. Right? Akhil from USA, Toin from Mauritius, Azim from Saudi Arabia, Aksa from Pakistan, Jishan, like she's a mom of two. So beautiful journey. Like she shared, like she was confused. I cannot do PMP. She joined, she cleared. Zishan from Saudi, Linda from UK, Chandrakant. He is now my facilitator. My facilitators like Jane Martina, he's sitting here. I only hire my facilitators who are my students. They then get the chance to work with other people. I don't leave you. I give the chance to all the students who join that, then they can become the part of the team. All my facilitators, Sudha, Chandrakant, Jane Martina, Mohit Malhotra, Shamim, all are my students. Many people reach me every day because I have a name, I have a brand, that I want to become your team member. I said, no. To become my team member, there is only one way. You have to be my student because then you know my system. Because system is everything here. Shubham from UAE. Suhail, now he's doing PGMP from USA. Nara from Europe. Uh, I always forget his name. Naima from Pakistan. Chetali, she is a mom of two. She has twins. I can go on success journeys. Okay. Like these people, I can go on, just point out, I remember them. Okay. All these success journeys, only one goal, that you become PMP now. Okay. I use this 7 step formula that is a like tried and tested, tried and tested, tried and tested. Like, okay, what is needed for my students? How they can become PMP? I identified it, I refined it, and I came up with this 7 step system which we are following and everyone is clearing. First, I did not even mention I'm a PMI authorized training partner. What does that mean? This means I'm the part of directly PMI. You will get official course of PMI. And of course, where is the PIM book? I don't know, I forget. Yeah, PIM book. PIM book 8, I'm among the author in it. Author and contributor, right? So you will get 35 PDUs. Online class will start 20, 21, 22, 28, first 2. Live classes will start. You will get 35 PDUs. We will fill your application. If you are audited, I'll support you in audit. Everything that you need, I'll do that in the 6 days. Now, alone, this thing is not enough. AI is coming. Did you see I am using AI in the class right now? We will be teaching you along the direction as PMP exam is changing. You will be learning how, instead of fighting AI, how to become the part of AI. You want it, you like it, or you don't like it. This is the reality. You need to learn it. Okay. AI is evolving. Like I was not using cloud 2 weeks back. 2 weeks back I was in a conference. I spent like 20,000 in the conference to learn about AI, etc. Now I'm gonna teach that in my next batches through Udemy courses. That's your choice, Alia. My goal is to give you free content. What other people are selling, I'm giving you free. I take responsibility only when you join my program. Can I clear your course? That's your thing. You decide. I can only tell when my students join my program when they clear. I cannot take any of the responsibility. Alone, this training, which I am going to give you, it should be more than $2,000. Okay. The most important thing why 97% of the students never give the exam is customized roadmap and daily follow. These two things. What do I mean by customized roadmap? Let me ask you one more time. How many of you love to read books, big books like this or this? How many of you love to read books? Put in the chat box. How many of you love to read books? Those who love to read book, their learning style is books. But as of today, and it is decreasing, less than 1% people, less than 1% people read the book. Less than 1% people read the book. What are you doing, Abdullah? Please don't control F, control F. What are you doing? Those people, less than 1% read the book. And that is why you get a roadmap that does not, they, why don't, it's not their learning style, brother. My wife, she's PMP, PGMP, SCP. She never even read my book. She never even opened any book. Their learning style is not book. Everyone learns in a different way, right? So why should I give you a roadmap where you have to read book? I make a roadmap that works for you. If you're Many people prefer to watch videos, then people prefer to watch audio, listen musics, then books, then some mind map of infographics. I identify your learning style and I give you a roadmap according to your requirement. That is the first thing. Second thing, how many hours you can give. In the batch one, one student has cleared. This is the last year batch one. And another student has exam in 6. Then they're in batch one, like before Ramadan, before 14th February, at least 15 people will clear. But I'm doing it. How many hours you can give and what is the time you can give. I'm making a roadmap according to your, a customized roadmap according to your requirement. Okay. Then, as I said, 97% people don't give exam. If you want to read book, I'll give you pathway. This is the most important thing. This is the only thing of my program. If I say that, why you people ask me why I should join your program. This is the thing. I do intensive follow up with you. Okay. I do uh, I do intensive follow up with you. What does intensive follow up mean? I will tell you. First, my coach, uh, I'll dedicate a coach to you. He or she will do daily follow up. What you are doing, what is your progress, etc., 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 etc. On daily basis, on daily basis. Then I personally do regular follow up. I ask you. I have set up in my calendar daily 1 to 2 hours only for follow, only for follow up. That I do. Still, I do. And then a 15-minute every week Zoom meeting, 1 to 1. In the group program, we are doing that. In the group program, we do that. 1 to 1. Why? So that I can see, my coaches can see you how you are solving question answer. As a result, as a result, in normal programs, 97% people, they never give exam. In my program, in my program, within 1 year, 100% people give exam. Within 1 month, we have 20%. Within 3 months, 70%. And then the last 30%, we do extensive follow-up. We make sure they clear the exam. And now we have even added one more thing. We force our students to book the exam immediately so that they give the exam. Maimuna, am I right? Right? Arslan Wakas, am I right? Yeah, they give the exam and they pass the exam. Because once you have a deadline, you work into that. Customize roadmap, daily follow. If that is not enough for you, this is one question answer session. This alone is more than $10,000. Every week, we do 4 question answer session. Batch one, starting from today, how to buy books. Aslam, message me later on my number. I'll tell you. Okay. This is my number for everyone. Every week, batch one, from tomorrow. Every week, we will do 4 question answer session. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. These 3 coaching calls are specifically for people living in Gulf countries, India, Pakistan, etc., etc. This special coaching call is for people living in US, Canada, Australia, Japan. I want to cover the entire globe. What is coaching call? We do question answer session in the group. You learn how to solve question answer. We are gonna do question answer just after the break when I explain this. But every week we are holding your hand. We are doing the question answer. You are getting the recording of that. We stay aligned with you. These three things. Like if I do only coaching call, na, for 1 week, the coaching call is $2,500. If let's say you take 2 months, this becomes $10,000 alone. Then you become the part of the community. My goal from day one has to make build the community. Why? How many of you want to become PMP so that you can get better jobs? Put in the chat box, please. How many of you believe that reference is the most important thing to get a job? What I do? That is what I'm trying to build it. I don't provide jobs at all because I don't want, that's not my specialty. But I am building a community, and that community is going to help everyone, right? That community is going to help everyone. This community is priceless. For to build that community, what I am doing it, I'm arranging free dinners. We did in Dubai. One of the person in it in this group, he was looking for a job for 3 months. Okay, he came to my meeting. Only my students. It's not allowed for anyone else. He came to the meeting. The other guy who was in this meetup, he helped him to find the job within 3 days. I am connect like I paid thousands of dollars to become a part of community. I just paid Alex Hermozilla 45,000 to become the part of his mastermind. $45,000, and I just came from a 4 days mastermind. I paid like 14,000 or something like that. You get this as a part of community, free of cost. Okay, the community that is adding value to you. Community of certified PMs, right? This is my Riyadh meetup. I went to Riyadh. This is in Lahore. We celebrated over 4,000 PMPs. We reached there. This is what I want to do for you. I only want to help you into that area. What's your goal? That is why I'm doing this thing. Then, of course, you get a simulator. If you want my complete simulator, that's $550. But if only you want the software, you get $350 only simulator. And then final day tips. This is the system that works for you. This is a system that makes sure you become PMP. The system is there to help you PMP. It's not, I will think how to make sure. No, I know. I have done 4,000 times. Okay. This is the system. You will get a booklet as a part of the program. You will get summary of PMP. You will get PMP checklist. I did not even show you. If I showed you checklist, I'll show you. This is every single thing PMP in this checklist. You will get a flashcard, so many other things. If I talk about only training, $4,000, roadmap, follow up, coaching calls, a community, dedicated coach, simulator, final day material, all those things, it goes more than 59,000. It is only $899 for group, 5,000 for one, right? And even if you feel, Amir, I can fail in the exam. The program is backed by Phoenix Promise. God forbid if you fail, either I'll give you the money back or I'll keep coaching you. You decide. All over the world, I have a program that helps the people who have already failed in the exam, first time to second attempt. So I make sure my students don't fail. It is backed by Phoenix Promise. The entire thing, $899. You join, we have a call, 6 days class, you get a roadmap, coaching call, you do questions, you do RCA, we submit the application, and then you get the exam. Okay, you give the exam. This is what we do. Okay, this is something that we do. Thank you, Afsa, for sharing that. $899 for the program. I want to share few success journeys here specifically because this resonates with you. She's a single mom in USA. She came to me after failing the exam. She said, Amir, I cannot pass. I said, don't worry. She passed the PMP exam with all above target. She's a mom of two in UAE from India. She's in UAE. She took training three times. Three times. She did not give exam. She took training three times. Simply learned EDU sport and I guess knowledge had something about that. She could not pass. She could not even study. There was no follow up. She joined my program. She's certified PM. Faik, he had a language barrier. He works in US. He came from Afghanistan. He said, I don't know how to pass. He cleared PMP with all above target. Rashid, how many of you think I'm old for PMP? I don't know. I did graduation long back. How many of you think I'm old? He he graduated in 1988 and he's PMP now. Sarath, he called me. Sarath called me and said, Sir, I have taken training four times, but my travel time is such I cannot study. I said, What is the travel time? He said, 4 hour in travel. I said, Okay, let's do it. From Kuwait, he's certified PM. Saddam from Europe did PM. Ankur, he came to me two times. First time he came, he listened my fees and he said that fees is too much. He went somewhere, failed. Second time again, third time, the conversation was like that. Sir, send me the payment link. I sent him. Then I called him, said, Sir, I failed two times. Now I want to do PM. He cleared PMP last year with all above target. Okay. Dinesh cleared from USA. Muzammil, he failed one time, came to me. He read all the books, came to me, became PM. A beautiful success journey. Husband and wife both joined together, did PMP, then his husband did PGMP and now PFMP also. All these people, 883 PMP last year. 4,000 success journeys. 4,000 success journeys. If you have 3 years plus experience, do PMP. If less than three, do CAPM. Okay. My specialty is of working moms. I love working with them. Okay. I love working with them because that is you can see this is a bigger picture than any other picture, right? It's a bigger picture. Anyone knows why? All other pictures are small. It's a bigger one. Anyone knows why? Not my students. Anyone else? Yeah, that's my wife. I have an honor to taught my wife. Of course, I have to make her picture bigger. I want to go home tonight, right? So, so if I can teach my wife, just imagine PMP, PGMP, ACP. What do you think? I cannot make you PMP. That is the only line I should put on under my name. If I can teach my wife to become PMP, right? Can't I teach you all these things? This is again me. One stop for PMP. Every single thing that you need. This has been my goal throughout my life. My students don't have to go to anything. Okay. This is one stop for PMP. I hope you consider it because I don't want that you join and you don't take action. I'll give you everything if you say that it's expensive, right? This is the system I'm going to give you. This is the system I'm going to give it to you. $899. Okay. I can go through all the success journeys, but those who have made the decision, they can reach me. Now we are going to take a 10-minute break. Okay. I want you to have your tea, coffee, whatever you